In the previous video, we have been discussing the resistance zone right here and how Bitcoin wells will be liquidating the short orders of retail. As you can see, Bitcoin really deviated above the resistance, liquidated the retail, and then we dumped back down to our moving average 200 on a 1 hour time frame, and now we have retested it for a third time. With Paradise Family VIPs, we have been filling ourselves on this move down and we are already 2% in the profit. Right now in this video, we will be discussing some fundamental and technical analysis, and we will try to understand with what probabilities this move to the upside will keep up and how we will be managing our positions. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Samo from My Crypto Paradise, and firstly I want to share with you Bitcoin on a weekly time frame and really make sure that everybody understands that we are not anymore in a bear market. We were in a bear market when we were creating lower lows together with lower highs. However, then we have been consolidating for a bit. And not only that, we broke already from the weekly downtrend trend line right here, and we have made after that the reversal, 3 white soldiers, as we have been updating you in like 3 weeks ago videos. But we already also broke below the previous lower high, and now after 23 hours, this weekly candle will close above the previous resistance and it will be turned into the support, and we will be successfully in a bull market. And if we zoom in on a daily time frame, let me just delete these lines right here, and if we zoom in on a daily time frame, we can already see that we are creating an IBC bullish pattern. So from this consolidation right here, then we broke to the upside, we have made a high, then a lower low, a higher low, and then another higher high. So this was higher high, this was our higher low, so we are already in a bull trend. And why these informations are actually important? It's important because if you are then trading on a 4-hour time frame or on a 1 hour time frame, if you are a day trader on 4 hour, if you are a swing trader, you need to have the probabilities from the higher time frame perspective, which is weekly and daily. And from the weekly and daily, you understand that the probabilities are on the side of the bulls right now. And what does it mean? You shouldn't be anymore shorting the tops, right? You should be waiting for the dips and then buying the dips. You shouldn't be shorting the tops. You should firstly wait for the dip or wait for the break above the resistance, retest, buy the dip, and then trade the continuation, because these are the better probabilities plays. And if you want to be successful in the long run and consistent with your profits, you always need to work with the probabilities. So right now the probabilities are on the bullish side. That means you are not shorting in this market anymore. And most of the people on Twitter, what they are doing, they just keep shorting and giving you these kind of bearish feelings, which we absolutely don't understand, because people just lose money because of this. All right, so we are in a bull market. We shouldn't be shorting anymore. We should be only looking for the bullish setups. All right, so first off, this is something what I wanted to make sure that everybody understands. Second off, if we take a look right here, we can see that the open interest right here is firstly at its all-time lows. This low, the open interest, wasn't even in a bear market at 2018. What the open interest means? It means that people are having off-risk bias. That means that most of the people are not risking their money in crypto trading. They are not trading at all. And if we zoom in a little bit, we can see that from the local highs, we again dropped down. And why that was? Because people were buying right here at the resistance. They have been opening their long positions. Then on the BitMEX liquidation graph, which corresponds with Binance and other exchanges as well, it's on most of the exchanges, it's basically the bias is always similar. We can see they have been liquidated heavily. Then the open interest of course dropped, and right now when the people should be longing, because we are at the local bottom right here of this structure, they are not, right? So what's gonna happen after we break through this structure? If we're gonna break break through it, they will not be in the position. So what will happen again? They will need to have some confidence, they will need to gain some confidence again, and then they will be funding the selling liquidity. When the whales will be exiting their positions, they will need to have some liquidity, right? And these retail people which finally will be confident to long again, they will provide them with the liquidity. So from this kind of spectrum, because we understand people are scared, so the probabilities are again, funny enough, on the side of the bulls. And now if we switch to 4-hour time frame and we just put in a simple Fibonacci retracement levels, and we will be working with the previous structure of bullish deviation. So I will put the first level of Fibonacci retracement at the local high right here, then at the local bottom right here. And if we zoom in a little bit, we can understand that we are right now trading in a very squeezed range low and range high. So let me just put there the line so it's clear for everybody. Let me put it into a neutral color, which is white. This one white as well. So this is our range, right? Let me put the box right here. We have been buying with Paradise Family VIPs right here on the retest because that was basically the best probability at the moment. But right now we already moved our stop loss to break even because we want to be safe. And let me show you what we are actually waiting for right now. Let me just put this box a little bit less green, and actually let's turn it white as well. So right now what we are waiting for to move our stop loss and start to trail it a little bit higher, we are waiting for break of this range high, all right, and then we want to see something like a retest. So once we break above it, we will not yet be moving our stop loss higher. We will be waiting for a successful retest of this range high level. So we want to basically see how this resistance will be moved into support. Once it's gonna be moved into support, we will move our stop loss right below it, because if the bullish continuation will perceive, we should not, from a technical analysis spectrum, revisit the low. So our stop loss should not get hit if the bullish continuation will continue, right? And then we actually waiting for the target. So in the previous video, we shared with you the target of our long positions at around $30,000. However, we actually think that it's gonna be even higher, because if we take a look at our Bitcoin CME futures gaps, we can see that the next futures gaps is gonna be at $34,000. So that means it's gonna be around 24-26% higher from the current market price. And that is why we are actually extending our last sell target exactly to this level right here, which will be working very well also together with the previous level of support, which was broken to the downside, as you can see right here, and created this great volume. Right here it worked like a support, then it got broken to the downside, and because you can see that the volume with which it was broken to the downside was really huge, you can see it right here on the chart. It means that this level is very significant and there's gonna be loads of liquidity. So even though on the lower time frame our last Fibonacci retracement level is at $31,000, there is still very high probability that we will go higher. So our last sell target is at around $34,000. So this is right now what we are waiting for to move our stop loss. We are waiting for break above this range high, retest, then we will move our stop loss successfully. And let me just again switch it to 4-hour time frame so I can show you exactly the thing we are looking for, the price action we are looking for. So right now we are waiting for the break above the range high that will allow us to move our stop loss a bit higher, and then we will be riding Bitcoin to our last sell target at $34,000 right here. Also, if you actually are subscribed in our Twitter, you could see earlier today this post, and we have described it pretty well, but let me just very briefly describe what this means. Basically, the institutions are decreasing their short positions and they have been increasing their long positions by an absolutely crazy 16%. These institutions, they are working with million and million dollars, so you can understand 16% is really significant amount. So what these institutional players are doing, they are increasing their long positions, all right, together with flooding the market, like OKX exchange to suspend operations in Canada, over 80 crypto firms to establish a presence in Hong Kong. This is actually quite bullish, but they are just arresting the Do Kwon guy, right? And there was the problem with the Binance earlier this week. So they are basically flooding the market and people are scared. If you take a look at social media, most of the crypto influencers are just recommending you to short, right? And also the retail is just waiting for like $19,000 again because they have missed to buy at the bottom. So most of the people are bearish right now, and these flooding around the crypto retail on a social media and also in the mass media with these bearish news which are just orchestrated is really helping to avoid people from buying right here, which will work very well because then they will be buying higher, right, at that $34,000, where in most probably cases you will see loads of bullish news right here. So there is gonna be a great euphoria again. They will provide a selling liquidity to market makers because without the buy orders, there is no way how to sell it, right? So the market makers just needs to do it, and this is the whole psychology of the markets. If you are ready to start trading like a professional, I will see you in a Paradise Family VIP right now. We will be updating you in the next videos about our trading setup, so make sure you are subscribed here. And right now the bullish probabilities are clear. Bitcoin with higher probabilities are gonna continue in the upside. Our last sell target is around $34,000. You tell me how you feel about this prediction down in the comments, and also tell me which Twitter influencers you follow. Are there actually some Twitter influencers which are worth watching and which really made you money, or is just all emotional based euphoria or panic which just keeps your attention? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested if you are making some money with some crypto Twitter influencers. This was Simon. Thank you for watching. You are awesome. If you finished watching the video until now, it means you take trading really seriously. So make sure you smash the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.